Despite the overwhelming plea for change, there has been no action. So our focus today cannot be on basketball.
I want to finish by saying I was born a black man, and I know one day I'll die a black man, just as a lot of our players and coaches are on this stage. But I don't want to die because I'm a black man.
Following the police killings of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Rayshard Brooks, the Milwaukee Bucks briefly went on strike and athletes joined nationwide protests to demand racial equality. Prior to last summer, we had not seen that kind of consistent stand against injustice by athletes from various sports since the Civil Rights Movement. In 1967, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, along with several other famous athletes, co-organized the Cleveland Summit to support Muhammad Ali's decision to refuse to fight in the Vietnam War. A year later, Abdul-Jabbar helped organize a boycott of the Mexico City Olympics because of inequality here at home. The basketball legend made a decision early in his life that he would use his platform for social justice. He told Sports Illustrated in 1980, "I was going to be black rage personified, black power in the flesh." Just a few hours ago, the NBA awarded Carmelo Anthony of the Portland Trail Blazers with the first ever Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. Anthony tweeted, "Humbled, honored, and motivated to live up to the namesake of this inaugural award. I can promise that I will continue to carry the torch and shine a light in the places that need it most." Earlier today, I had a chance to speak with the Hall of Famer and six-time NBA champ, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, about the new award and his devotion to social justice. So, Kareem, the NBA has created this Social Justice Award in your honor. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we've got a whole lot of players from all different kinds of sports that are trying to do things in their communities to help things move along. And we figured that that was a very good thing. And for some reason, the NBA decided that they would name a Social Justice Champion Award after me. So we're going to give away $100,000 to the winner and $25,000 each to the four runners-up to help them with their projects, for them to do whatever they want to do within the communities that they serve or live in, to help with the getting the Wi-Fi hooked up, or that they need to have a better public transit system and people need to talk about it, or they need to have an outreach to the police officials and city councils that has not happened because there's been such a bad type of communication between many communities and the elected officials that are supposed to be serving them. So there's a lot of things that can be done, and we're just encouraging people to do that. And I'm very happy and pleased and proud that the NBA decided to use my example to encourage others to do similar things.
Talk to us a little bit about how big of a change this is in sports in general, that activism is now praised. There was, it wasn't too long ago that athletes being activists or politically active and bringing that into their sports careers was frowned upon. It wasn't so long ago that an anchor on another network was admonishing athletes to shut up and dribble. How big of a change has happened in sports?
Well, I don't think there's been much of a change in sports. The people who write about sports usually are very conservative. But I feel that I stand on other shoulders. I stand on the shoulders of Jesse Owens and T. Robinson and Bill Russell. They were people that enabled me to understand how I could use my platform maybe to help inspire or to help challenge some of the things that don't work in our country.
Do you think that there is a new kind of awakening, though, among professional athletes or among management and the you know, in the top offices that are and allowing this to happen? That kind of comes in the wake
I think
of the
Kaepernick
really situation, or is it, you know, as you just noted, it predates that by a long shot, but is there a new kind of awakening around it?
Well, I think we're just picking up on issues and situations that have been intransigent, and we haven't been able to solve them, and they're still there, and they still have to be dealt with. So it's hard to say if this is a new struggle or just a continuation of the old struggle. I see it in terms of it being a continuation of the old struggle. The issues are exactly the same, and we still are having a tough time sorting them out.
On a personal note, what ignited your own activism?
I think my activism was ignited by what happened to Emmett Till. I was 8 years old when he was murdered, and I couldn't understand it. You know, I was trying to figure out what he did, and really, my parents didn't have the words to explain it. You know, it was beyond their ability to put in words, and I kept just looking for an explanation and a way, hopefully, to change the situation. So it's been like that for me since I was 8 years old.
In recent years, I guess I would say over the last decade, a lot of the attention that you have brought to issues has been through your essays. You know, why did that become such an important vehicle for your activism?
Well, I felt my essays allowed me to speak to the issues clearly and in an orderly way, and in a way that people could understand me. And you know, when people can understand you, maybe that communication can build a bridge. So that's what we need to do in our country. Just this past November would have been the 80th birthday of my good friend Bruce Lee, and he had to deal with racism in the show business industry, and we talked about that. So we figured that we have to be able to make friends with people who don't look like us if anything is going to be successful. And I think that that's what's going to work for our country. You know, being able to make friends with people who don't look like you, but who share the same interest in democracy and fair play and inclusion. I think we can get something done.
I want to shift gears a little bit and just ask you about something that's been a couple of things that have been in the news lately. First, there was the Supreme Court that ruled that athletes could get more money for school-related expenses from schools. But secondly, the NCAA is expected to vote on allowing athletes to use their name, image, and likeness to make money. What do you feel about these changes in college sports?
Well, you know, I always thought that the whole idea of amateurism was pretty false. The coaches who coach the amateur athletes make millions of dollars, but the people who actually go out on the field or on the football field, for example, and risk their bodies and their health, they don't get any split of all the money that they create. So I think that needed to change, and I'm glad the NCAA is seeing fit to let the players get a little bit of money. Hopefully, it will be a thing where you know, the players won't get too greedy, and the NCAA won't get too greedy.
I want to thank Kareem Abdul-Jabbar again for his time earlier today. And congratulations to Carmelo Anthony for winning the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. Coming up, a nuclear scientist and priest who is trying to become the next governor of Arkansas. Later on Prime, you'll meet Chris Jones. You're watching BNC.